many of you have seen something like this before? Everybody in this family has sickle cell, and this is not even funny at all. This guy has sickle cell, this girl has sickle cell, and this other girl has sickle cell, and their other brother passed away 2 years ago from this same sickle cell. Brothers and sisters, this is seriously a pandemic, and everybody right now needs to know their genotype before getting married.
Hi, my name is Raliat Mohammed. I got married to my husband without knowing his genotype, and today all my children, they have sickle cell.
Even in my relationship, sometimes maybe when I have some people that want to really get married to me, when they now meet me in person and they now see that my leg is affected, before you know it, they'll stop calling me. Some people cannot even hide their own. They'll just block me. Nobody knows what's going through my mind anytime I'm walking. I'm not happy.
Ma, you said you didn't know your husband's genotype before getting married to him.
Yes, I did not know.
What about your own?
Even my own, I did not know until we went for a test.
At what time did you go for a test?
After I born 3, the one that died 2 years ago, after that is when we now, doctors are not telling us to go for a test. Then I went for a test. Then second, he was saying no, but I forced him to go and test so that we know the problem about what doctor is telling us. So he tests, I have AS, and he too, he has AS.
How has it been for you surviving with 4 children with SS?
It is not easy. In fact, when they started crying in pains, I'm always crying with them. People call them different names. They are always in pains. Sometimes it will be 2 of them down. We keep on using hot water, rub, all this. Sometimes when I go to hospital, they admit one of them. One will be, they will call me. Even when they discharge, I don't have money. One will be in the other hospital, one will be in the other hospital. Then it's only God. Sometimes they will be crying, disturbing me in the night. I will massage. Sometimes I cry a lot because it's not easy seeing your own children with pains. No husband, it's only God I've seen.
You say they call your children different names?
As if I pet them too much, that all what they know is just to seek, that this kind of children, they don't survive, that I should not even train them in the school. They keep on talking like that, but some, they are still sympathizing with me. Some still helping me with drugs. Sometimes we go to hospital, they will be on the drip, I have to call for help. Some churches, even in my own church, even my own people too, they are tired. If I call on their father people, they always mock me, as we said, due to their own children, it's not this and that. It's not easy for me.
Your mom said that people call you guys names.
Yes, they do. Some people will say that we are abnormal children. Some people will say that we are working cops. Some people will say, like, even when I had a job, they were calling me a minus on the job.
They were calling you?
A minus on the job.
A minus on the job?
Yes, that's what they were calling me.
Wow. So sorry.
And then some people will even call you drug addict because they always see you taking drugs, swallowing drugs. Some will say it's strange that you've never seen that kind of illness.
So how has this affected you?
Well, it has. All through my life, it has affected me. Right from primary school, my dad was still alive. You know, we are not supposed to do anything strenuous, and even when they are supposed to cane us, flog us the way they want to punish other children, they can't punish us. So sometimes our mates will see as though we are using our health condition as an excuse. Some of them will even be questioning the teacher. You didn't flog this person, but you flogged me. So that's how it has been. We get discrimination, a lot of discrimination, basically everywhere we go. Even if I want to apply for a job, I don't tell them about my health condition, because if I do, they won't employ me. They will tell you that you are not medically fit for the job. Aside that, even in school, we had issues with lecturers. We had issues because some of them might think it's an excuse. Some of them say they have to see our medical reports before they will believe that yes, we are going through this particular situation. So it has not really been easy on my own part as an individual and as a person. It has not been easy. And secondly, when it comes to the aspect of friends and relationship, we lose a lot of friends. We lose a lot of loved ones. At first, some of them might want to understand. But when they realize that they are beginning to assist too much financially they are spending a lot of money on our health and our drugs. Before you know, they just give you distance. Some of them might even stop picking your calls. Some of them might stop talking to you. In fact, I've been in one relationship that somebody even told me I cannot cope with your responsibility, and the person left. So it has been like that continuously till today. Even we ourselves, health-wise, we know that there are some certain things we cannot do. We want to do them, but we can't do them. We want to work like every other person. We want to have a life, but we get these limitations every now and then. So that's how it has been.
Wow. So how have you guys been surviving since it's not been easy for you to work and get money?
Well, the way my mom trained us, even with our health condition, we never saw it as a setback, especially me and my elder sister. She trained us in such a way that she doesn't want us to just feel we are sick and then we cannot go to school, we cannot have other skill acquisition or handwork. Even when we are having crisis and pains, we still go to work. We'll take drugs, we'll take all the injections, all the necessary things we need to take, we'll still go to work. But there are some certain times that we end up losing our jobs, especially from my sister. I think the last time my sister worked was 2014. After working for the woman for like 3 years, when she had one issue of blood, the woman had to sack her. So we didn't get a job. Even me, I started working as a marketer in Diamond Bank. The stress of going through to look for accounts, money for 2 years, it even affected one of my leg. I kept doing it because I could not see my mom struggling every day to pay school fees, to buy my drugs, and then I couldn't see her. I felt, okay, this woman needs support. So even when I'm feeling pains, there are days I will go to work, I won't tell her I'm feeling pains, I'll still go. There are days she was even crying, saying, it's your health condition, I saw you walking a long distance just to do marketing. And I told her that if I don't go out and work, then how am I going to support her? At the age of 16, I realized that she needed help. Family members get tired because they too, they have their own life to live. Having taken today, there are instances where in a month, all 3 of us can be sick in a month. And in that month, there are hospital bills to pay and there are drugs to buy. And then what she was hawking, what she was selling was not even enough for us to feed. It was not enough for us to buy drugs. It was not even enough to pay the bills, especially the bills. So at some point in time, at the age of 16, I saw my sister walking. I said, if my sister can go out and walk with her leg, why can't I do more? Because I normally see as though I am the strongest. I feel I can do anything just to support them. Not really anything bad, but if it means for me to do what is right to support them, I will do it. So that is how it has been. We will call on friends and family. Some of them will even block us. We can't reach them. Some of them don't pick our calls because they feel today this person, tomorrow that person. Some of them even think we are taking advantage of the situation. That's how they feel. Because imagine calling you to say I was down, and then another week again we are calling to say my sister is down, and then after my sister we are calling to say my brother is down. That is how it has been. Even when my mother was talking about my brother before he died, a few days before he died, we didn't have money to take him to the hospital on time. I think that too affected him because we're now trying to see there's a way we could reduce cost and treat him at home. So we're treating him at home until he passed out, and then he picked up sniper. That he cannot take the pains anymore, that he's ready to die. He took the sniper and we had to rush and collect the sniper from his hand. That's when we had to go and start looking for money, helter-skelter. We even had to borrow at some point in time so that we take him to the hospital. So we took him to the hospital with the little we had, not less than a day or two. That's how he gave up, because he has already made up his mind. Anytime he's sick, he keeps saying that he's tired. He doesn't know how he will continue his entire life with the pain. So I believe ever since then we've made up our mind that no matter the pains we are going through, because we don't want our mom to be disappointed in any way. If she had given up on us the way a lot of people have given up on us, honestly speaking, we wouldn't be where we are. A lot of people had told her that we have health condition, we might not live. What's the point of her suffering herself, killing her body every now and then, hawking, selling this, doing this at a time, and then she's not resting? What's the point of doing it when at the end of the day we are going to die? If we die, it's a loss to her. So she should just send us to any skill acquisition center. She thought, well, she said no problem, they will do the handwork, they will learn the handwork, but I'll still try my best and send them to school. We start learning handwork. All of us here, we have our handwork that we do. We have our handwork. We start learning our handwork at the time. My sister used to braid people. I used to fix nails. I do makeup too. I tie gele. I never went to learn any of those things. I learned them online. Then my younger brother had to go. We begged a neighbor who helped him to learn sewing, male sewing for free. And then my elder sister makes hair. She's even the one that made my hair. She's been the one making my hair for years now. I don't pay money to make my hair. So with this handwork, that is what we keep doing once in a while to get our money. Anytime I lose my job like this, I still fall back to my handwork. That is how it has been. Because whenever I get a job, I end up falling sick, and then even though I try to hide my health condition, it still exposes me, because I might end up staying away from work close to 2 weeks. When the crisis starts, it will be up to a week, 2 weeks, I won't be at work. And sometimes my bosses, my supervisor are forced to come and even visit me in the hospital. The last job I had as a teller with UBA, because at the time when she was able to train us to school, she begged some churches. My sister even graduated on scholarship from the same church. Sometimes when we don't have a job, we don't have handwork to look back to, what we do is beg. We go from one church to another to beg for our school fees. We go from one church to another to beg for our drugs. We go from one church to another to beg for food when we lack food. In fact, most of the time, we don't go to the market to buy food. We end up going to churches to beg. It got to a stage that my mom was even shy of working in her church, because some of them started complaining that this Madam Raliat is always taking advantage, using her children to come and beg them for food. At a time, if they see herself, some of them will be dodging because they feel she wants to beg them for food or for something. So it has not really been easy. And that was why I even told myself that I know what I'm passing through. A lot of sickle cell are passing through the same thing. I know a lot of people are not aware. There are days when I started my foundation, even with our health condition, there are days me and my siblings, we set out for street awareness. We do street awareness, we educate people on genotype, we educate them on sickle cell, and we even use ourselves as an example so that they will see what we are going through. So life has been very difficult, honestly speaking. It hasn't been funny. It hasn't been funny. Some of my friends keep mocking at me, some of them, they keep laughing at me. As in, I can't even explain everything in one day, but this is how the challenges have been.
Wow. I'm speechless. Your story made me cry, actually. I'm so sorry. I didn't even know it was this way. Wow. I'm so sorry. I'm coming. So a fan of mine sent 1 million naira and said, Lucky, use this money to feed 10 families that are going through difficulties. And after interviewing this very family, I think that we should take them shopping and get them some food provisions. I think you guys need food provisions.
Yes, sir, we do.
How have you guys been coping with food since your mom is a widow and she doesn't have anything doing at this moment?
Okay, most of the time is like if we are really in need of food, we go to collect credits. So whenever we have money, we go back to pay them. But most of the time, say we go to beg for food stuff. We ask the church if there is any available foodstuffs. Like the last foodstuff we had that got finished, it was the foodstuff they gave my mom during December. You know, a lot of churches, they did give away for some widows of foodstuff. So it was the foodstuffs we managed all through December, ending of January. Honestly speaking, your coming was the only reason why we had something to eat. And then I really want to say thank you to the person who made these donations. I pray that he would never at any point of his life lack what to eat. Neither would he lack good health. People will come through for him when he needs them the most, just like he came through for us. Because I believe without his assistance, we would not be feeling well today.
Wow, thank you so much, and God bless you, sir, for the kind donation. 1 million naira for 10 families, and this is just number one family, so you can imagine the impact the rest 900,000 is going to have on the rest families that we are yet to meet. What about you, young man? How has it been living with sickle cell?
I've not been finding it easy with me being a sickle cell. It has really affected me. Like,
how old are you?
I'm 22 years old. Sickle cell have really affected me, like, in all aspects of my entire life. My studies, like my peers, among my peers, my friends, I get discriminated. In my studies, like, I can't be going to school often because of the way sickle cell crisis breaks me down. Even though I try my best, I'm among the brilliant ones in my school during my secondary school days. So most times, if I fall sick, I don't have chance to go in and write exams. But I still come out among the best, to the extent that my peers thinks I was taking advantage of my sickness to tell teachers for them to give me extra marks. It got to the stage that most of my teachers, they also discriminated me. I was supposed to be among those who have prefectship in the school, but they say I can't fit in because I have sickle cell, that I can't maintain that position. And also among my peers, nobody wants to engage themselves with me because they think I'm a working corpse. Like, I get discriminated every time and then. Even now that I'm in the university, the same thing is happening. I get query from lecturers. They say I often don't come to school because they say I don't like school. Not knowing that I love school, I like going to school, but sometimes sickle cell crisis will break me down. I don't even have money to take care of my health. Then where will I get transportation or even money going to school, or to even get materials that I will need in school, or even feeding? And it's also sickle cell is also the reason why I stay far from school, because I can't stay in the hostel. Most of my crisis comes in the middle of the night. I won't have anywhere to go to or anywhere to run to. That's why I always stay at home. And going to school from home, I prefer that. At least my family is there. Anytime the crisis starts, I know people around me will help me.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but what are you studying in school?
I'm studying plant science and biotechnology.
What level are you right now?
I'm in 200 level.
How is your mom? She's a widow. How is she managing to cater for your school fees?
It has not been easy, her being a widow, and she has been doing her best. She has nothing doing. Most times, if she engages herself in a business, all will just quench down because of our sickle cell, and also to raise school fees. She has to go from churches or to meet people to beg for my school fees. That's how she has been doing.
She mentioned your dad had a car when he was alive. That indicates that he was doing well when he was alive.
Yeah, my dad was doing well when he was alive. He had a car, and he died by food poisoning.
Yeah. Apart from him having a car, what I'm trying to say is that your family used to do okay before now.
Yes, we used to do.
You say? Okay, let me get it. Let me ask you. So your mom mentioned that your dad had a car when he was alive.
Yeah, he did. He had not more than a car. He had like 3 cars before he died. He was working with Bank of the North in Kano State before he got retired, and then he had one of the biggest business cafe in Kano State back then. So he went into selling of cars, buying and selling of cars, and then he had his business cafe after he left the bank.
Okay, so when your dad died, a lot changed.
Yeah, a lot of things changed because we are from a polygamous home. My dad had 6 wives, and then we are 13 in numbers. So it is only 4 of us in my mom's place that we are all sickle cell anemia, but other people have healthy children. So when my dad died, they sold his properties, his cars, and they sold even his house. So they shared the money amongst all 13 of us, and then they also shared the money amongst his wife. But because we are plenty, the money was not enough to do anything reasonable. So when we came to Jos, because at a point, the fact that we converted to Christians does almost affected our lives in Kano State. So my mom thought about it, that it's best she come back to Jos where her parents are living, because she doesn't see any reason why she's going to be staying in Kano State when my dad's house is empty and it's going to be sold. So we came back to Jos, and then we were staying in the family house, and the house was uncompleted. So most of the money went into fixing a room and parlor in the house, and then where we are going to be taking our bath and our kitchen, we were able to fix it with the little money. The remaining money was what she used to enroll us in school, in secondary school, new secondary school, when we came back. And that was where the struggle began, and that was where it all started. At the time, even the house where we're staying, the family house, she started having a lot of issues with her siblings. And when at a point in time, after I finished my diploma, I got a job with UBA, they were paying me 80,000 naira. I then thought about it. I said, with 80,000 naira, I should be able to afford a house rent for my family, for my mom to get peace of mind, because she cannot be dealing with our own health condition and still be dealing with family issues. So if her leaving the house will let peace reign, Then let's go and start renting the house. But then I didn't know that my job will not last. I didn't know it will not last. So that was how we moved out of the family house. And since then, we've been on our own. It's just been us, God, sometimes the church. That is how it has been. Until I lost my job. After working for 1 year, 5 months, I then lost the same job. So I came back to square one at the time. Even the house we are staying, all the houses we've been staying, after I was able to pay the first and second house rent, people were the ones who were contributing. We will go to different churches and we'll beg. Once we beg, whatever they give us, we gather it up and then we're able to pay our house rent. That is how it has been. In fact, it got to a stage that I get insults, I get comments, people calling me names that I'm always begging. Because even on my social media page, I make sure I try to grow my Facebook page so that whenever I need assistance, I can just call out 1 or 2 persons who can assist and support, not just me, including my other warriors I have under my foundation, because I know how difficult it will be for us raising money for hospital bills. So sometimes I use my social media page to raise financial assistance.
What's the name of the page?
MJ's foundation.
How do you spell it?
MJ, that's MJ then apostrophe X support foundation, and then it's carrying Jamila Mohammed too. So once you click when you type Jamila Mohammed with MJ's foundation, the page will come up. So when I noticed I had a lot of followers on Facebook for some time now, even when I had serious health issues from last year, from at the time I started chatting with you, I was going through a lot. I had serious leg issues. Both my legs were bringing out pus at the time. So I was using the page to even raise support so I can get treatment. At the time, I even got short of blood. It got to a stage where some people were even insulting me on social media that I always come to beg for myself and my family. Even my friends who are online on social media too, they do the same thing. They still insult me. So it got to a stage that I even got tired. I said, wow, I can't do the wrong things for money. This is the best thing I can do for now. And I cannot go out to work in this condition. If I'm healthy, they know. If I'm healthy, I'm very hardworking. I can still go back. It doesn't matter how many times I will get sacked. I will still go back and look for another job. So long as it will still sustain me and my family for a short while, I will still go back and look for another job. That's how it has been.
I wish there is somebody watching this video right now that will just say, God has blessed me and I feel that I can be sending this family money every single month, because Jesus Christ, listening to this story, I feel really emotional. Tears is coming out from my eyes. The girl behind the camera, she has also been in tears. This is a very, very emotional moment for all of us. I don't know how to continue with this interview. I'm sure a lot of you watching this video, you can understand how difficult it is for this family. If God has placed it anywhere in your heart to support them, please reach out. God has blessed some of you. You can say every month I'll be sending 20,000 to this family to support. This will really help, maybe to be able to take care of maybe somebody's medication, someone's school fees, the house rent or food or something. I want to solicit for support for this family. If God has placed it in your heart anywhere to support them, please, I am begging, reach out to this family and send your donation to them. Please, can you call your phone number?
My phone number is 070-3865-6063.
Is it registered on WhatsApp?
Yes, that's my WhatsApp number.
Can you call your account number?
Do I have it off head?
You don't have it off head. Okay, so you send it to me. I'll put in the comment section. How has it been living with sickle cell?
In my case, it has not really been easy being a sickle cell. Since when I was a child, I observed that I grew up with pains. Because being the first child, we were told that if you have sickle cell as the first child, your own will be worse than the others. That was what we were told. So I felt I was the only one that is even weak, more than my younger ones. Then when I was 10 years old, I had my leg issue. Sickle cell has really not been easy because it affected my right leg. This has been the biggest challenge of my life. Even when I was in secondary school, I don't go out during the break when my peers are going out. I'll be feeling shy and embarrassed. I won't be telling my sister that let her be the one to go and buy something for me. I don't move out. I'm not comfortable. And even when I was walking, my colleagues were telling me that, Gift, why are you walking like this? Why are you always limping? try to walk well. They didn't really understand what I was passing through. When I was now 10, this is my right leg, I stayed with my grandma here in Jos. After my primary school, I discovered that even to climb bike to school, I'll be feeling uncomfortable to walk. My right leg became something that even when I want to pee, they'll take me to the toilet. That was when I was much younger. They'll take me to the toilet. Even when I'm walking on the road, when we're in Kano State, all this almajiri, they'll be calling me gurugu, gurugu, to the point that
What does that mean?
That's handicap. So that's what they used to call me. So this right leg has really affected my own life, even in my relationship. Sometimes maybe when I have some people that want to really get married to me, when they now meet me in person and they now see that my leg is affected, before you know it, they'll stop calling me. Some people cannot even hide their own. They'll just block me. Some of them will even tell their family members. Like the relationship too that I even had from when I was in secondary school till now, his mom don't really appreciate the fact that I'm a sickle cell. So he is this kind of a mommy type, and then he felt that okay, since my mom refused, he didn't get married to me. My leg used to pain me mad. In the night, I don't used to sleep. There are positions that I cannot even keep the leg. In the night, I'll be feeling pain. I cannot fold my legs. I cannot wear my clothes. I cannot wear. These days, it even became worse. I cannot wear my clothes. I cannot wear my pants. I cannot wear anything. My mom have to help me. Sometimes I will tell my siblings, "Oh, people should come and rub my leg for me." I can even when I was like last week when I was in the bathroom, I fell down. I slipped inside the toilet and I locked the door. My mom was screaming, "Come outside." I said, "Mommy, I cannot stand up my leg." I was there for like 5 minutes. My mom was shouting, crying. She and my sisters try and open the door. If I want to stand up, I'll fall again. If I want to stand up, I'll fall. It took me time, only the grace of God, to open the door. So this leg, seriously, I'll not lie, sir, it has not been easy. My leg has, even yesterday, I was so scared. I was scared. Nobody knows what's going through my mind anytime I'm walking. I'm not happy. Especially for the hip, it really pains me. I want to support my sister. If me and my sister were going out, she used to be the one to hold my hand. She will hold my hand. If we reach where I cannot climb, she will support me. So I don't even go out alone. I always feel if I want to go out, I go out with my brother or my sister. I'll be feeling very shy. Even if we have a misunderstanding with our neighborhood, they'll be copying the way I was walking. My mom had a challenge with one of our neighbors down there. She was now insulting me that with that your daughter that is walking like this. So basically it's my leg that is my issue. Sickle cell has really done a lot of damage, and I was told that if they don't do the surgery on my leg, that it will be getting shorter. Every day, my mom don't know what's going through my mind. I used to say, God, I'm still even better than those that are already on the wheelchair. That is what used to encourage me.
So sorry. So what's the name of this surgery? What's it called?
Hip replacement.
It's a very expensive procedure.
I was told because last week I met a particular patient who is sickle cell. She told me that it's 2.4 million.
Oh, that's a lot of money.